Hello, everyone. I am Dave Antol, the General Manager of Vander Haags in Sioux Falls. Is there anyone out there who remembers the stock number V&O 0592? If you do, you've been around for 25 or more years now. That's right, Sioux Falls Branch 3 is celebrating its 25-year anniversary this year. The stock number V&O 0592 was used for any parts that were in the building or in the yard when Vander Haags bought out V&O Truck Salvage. V&O was a family-owned salvage yard specializing in vans, pickups, and some medium-duty trucks. And let's say the culture was not any of us would want to work in. Trust me on that one. There were things going on this Dutch boy from northwest Iowa only thought happened on R-rated movies that his mom didn't know he was even watching. We started out in May of 92 on 11 acres with a 12,000 square foot building, and wow, have times changed. Do any of you remember phone cards? I'll show you a picture of them a little bit later. Phone cards were a two-piece card that you wrote every action for the day on. Every call, every salvage bid, every advertising call, every parts call. You sent one copy to John C. in the box, and you kept a copy. Once a week at 5:29 normally, John C. would call you at the store to go over those, and you better have all the right answers. I would say the VCM has nicely replaced phone cards. Vander Haags started in Sioux Falls with 3 employees. Those 3 were Jerry Schroeder. We like to joke about that Jerry came with the place. Jerry was working for V&O at the time, and he decided to stay on with Vander Haags. Jerry was a yard tech for V&O, and the first time John C. and John M. saw him, he had a vehicle in the air with a loader, and he was cutting a gas tank out with a torch. I'd say Jerry has adapted a lot, and he is now the safety coordinator for Sioux Falls, and he runs the service department as well. Jerry left Vander Haags for a few years to serve our country, but he has been with us since the beginning. The second one is Tom Labatt. Tom has also been with Vander Haags since 1992. Tom was previously the parts manager at Great Plains International and brought a ton of truck knowledge and parts knowledge that was needed to get this place moving in the right direction. Tom was the anchor at the parts counter and did the majority of the inventory for lots of years. His drive for accuracy is second to none. He was always dedicated, reliable, and loyal, and brought the needed leadership through the years. Tom now handles all the new parts vendor orders and replenishable parts for corporate wide. He also works very closely with the reman shop for all our rebuilt transmissions and differentials company-wide. The third person is myself. It was kind of like getting thrown to the wolves my first couple weeks here for Vander Haags. I was answering the phone, Vander Haags Trucks and Parts. This is Dave. How may I help you? And the previous owners were still answering the phone V&O in a gruff, short voice. This was a unique couple of weeks for a 22-year-old, to say the least. My previous experience with Vander Haags was during my high school days. I crushed cars in Sanborn, cut and hauled iron in Spencer, and dug big holes for water lines in Des Moines with a shovel. I would now like to mention some other people in Sioux Falls that have 10 or more years. Jeff Swart, 10 years, parts sales. Roger Osterholt, 10 years in the gear shop. Gabe Holtzman, 11 years, IT interchange. Cody Dolge, 12 years, gear tech. Jeff Voss, truck equipment, 13 years. Jess Salsma, 13 years, truck sales. This person, Jim Ike, 15 years as a fabricator. Please keep Jim in your prayers. He is going through a fight with cancer right now. Things are sounding very positive. Another one, Bob Stock, truck driver Bob, Smiling Bob, as some of us know him. Bob had a birthday earlier this week, celebrating his 77th birthday. Keep on trucking, Bob. And last but not least is Mike Steen. Mike Steen has been with us for 18 years as a fabricator. Oh, how times have changed. Be sure to pay attention to a picture I have coming up with Jim, Bob, and Mike from back in 2004 for our shop expansion. I would like to thank 11 guys for their years of service, hard work, and dedication. These guys. We also wanted to thank each and every current employee. I look forward to celebrating many more years. As mentioned before, we started with 3 people, 11 acres, and currently 12,000 square foot of building. Currently, we are operating on 40 acres, 58,000 square foot of building, and 50 employees. So all times have changed. Next, I want to mention our timeline just of some major expansion and different building projects that we've done throughout the years. May of 1992, we purchased 11 acres from the Ogden family, Vino Truck Salvage. 1998, we purchased some property on North Cliff Avenue. We're now known as a truck lot. We didn't operate the truck lot. We weren't operating the truck sales out of there for a few years. Actually, we didn't even man the truck lot for probably at least 5 years. 2004, we put up a new shop. It was an 80 by 205 foot building that we added on. We added on to our existing 80 by 100 foot building. At that time, we added offices, break rooms. The existing building we remodeled into all showroom. That was a real big expansion, our largest yet. 2007, we started the reman shop in Sioux Falls. We now have 4 techs working in a separate building to the east of the main shop. I'll show some pictures of that later. In 2008, we built another warehouse to the south. That was an 80 by 150 foot expansion. We're still using that for warehouse, and we're also running our shipping department out of there now. 2010 and 11, we purchased 15 acres to the east to expand our yard capacity. 2011, we did a gear shop expansion, moved from the main shop to the current building to the east. This allowed 3 more bays for service work in our shop as well. In 2011, we also added an IT department. Chad added a few people, and now I'll have pictures of everybody that's working in that department here later. 2014, we did a major grading on the 15 acres that we had bought a few years previously to the east. We now have room for up to 1,000 vehicles in our yard. These numbers are based off of Dave rows, not Nathan Baker rows, by the way. 2015, we purchased some property, adjoining property known as the Haags property, to the southwest. June of 2015, we moved the entire salvage operation to one of these buildings. This allowed us to add even more service bays at our main shop. Winter of 2016, we did a truck lot remodel. And now present, 2017, we are celebrating our 25th anniversary for Sioux Falls operation.